Peace, this is Nattyisisyah. Join the website kingnovauncensored.com. Now, I want to make this video because it seems as though we have a case of mistaken identity. This situation is about a doctor, a black woman from Detroit named Dr. Cross, who's on a Delta flight and directly two rows in front of her was in obvious need of some care. Now, the problem is that Dr. Cross made a few mistakes here. First of all, she forgot that it doesn't matter whether you're in first class, it doesn't matter whether you're a doctor, it doesn't matter who you are, that she was black first. She forgot that she is black first, plain and simple. The second mistake that Dr. Cross made is that not only is she black, but she behaved as a typical black woman. Now, of course, I don't have any problem with her behaving as a typical black woman, but in the eyes of white supremacy, she just looked like any other depiction of a black woman that they have seen on tape on television. Um, when you look at her Facebook post, she goes on to say that I unbuckle my seatbelt and throw my tray table up, and as I'm about to stand, a flight attendant says, "Calm, everyone stay calm. It's just a night terror. He's all right." I continue to watch the scene closely. So we have a picture of her just throwing up trays, getting, booty, everything shaking all over the place. And when the flight attendant, making a scene basically. And that's the first thing that catches the flight attendant's, the second thing that catches the flight attendant's eye, and then, to the point where she has to tell everybody to calm down. And, so then you have her probably sitting, looking over the chair like, all right, let me see what's going to go. Okay, all right, typical black woman behavior. And so she continues to, you know, give a lot of attitude because she goes, then over the page, any position on board, please press your button. I stare at her as I go to press my button. So this is like a perfect empire scene or something. Um, and she said, "Oh, wow, you're an actual physician." I reply, "Yes." She said, "Let me see your credentials. What type of doctor are you? Where do you work? Why are you in Detroit? Please remember this man is still in need of help," and she is blocking my role from even standing up while bombarding me with questions. So she felt as though she was just going to push over Becky and just go start performing CPR or something on this man, without knowing that obviously there's some procedures that you probably would have to go through, which, comes down to the paperwork, and answering some questions, right? She thought for a minute there that white coat, made a layer of white paint all over her body or something. It's just not the case. Um, but of course, there's racial discrimination here. She says, I respond, OBGYN, work in Houston, in Detroit for a wedding. But believe it or not, they do have doctors in Detroit. Now, excuse me so I can help the man in need. Again, thinking she's just going to push Becky over. Another seasoned white male approaches the role and says he is a physician as well. She says to me, "Thank you for your help, but he can help us and he has credentials." Mind you, he has not shown her anything, just showed up and fit the description of a doctor. There is your next problem, right? He fit the description. He's a white male, right? You forgot you were black for a second. You thought that, uh, you know, Becky was going to bow down. It's just not going to happen. Black people keep forgetting that they're black first. And another thing I wanted to point out is that, you're dealing with a lot of these white supremacy organizations. They really allow their staff to kind of take control of the end result of that situation. And how they do that is by a lot of times leaving this clause they have, which is that they ultimately leave the decision to their staff to use their best judgment. In a lot of cases, best judgment is white supremacy. Are they white? Are they all right? Are they black? Then you tell them to stay back. So she forgot that little tiny clause that is this unwritten rule of white supremacy that exists out there. So that was the main issue here. Um, don't forget that you're black. You're black first. Case of mistaken identity. That was a problem here. So there's also a similar instance on the United Airlines with a female here, believe it or not, wearing a Black Panther hat, who was told to come off the plane. And in other doctoral news, you have uh, women putting sperm on their face for better health and better skin. So let me know if you want me to make a video about those. Join the website, kingdomuncensored.com. Peace.